Hey Gemini, Moonchild624 Divinity coming back with a reading for, I think it's Moonchild Divinity 624. I haven't even gotten used to my own name yet. I'm so new at this on the YouTube world. But I'm coming back at you with a January general reading. I'm using the Spiral deck I think it's by Kay Stevenson, I want to say. This deck was given to me by a fellow tarot reader years ago. She thought that I should have it, and I always say this is my, the S. I just noticed that for spookily accurate, because it always just gives me great messages. So I'm just going to get going. This is general. I never know which way it's going to go, and I read off my intuition. I'm not a textbook kind of reader, so if you like to see every single card laid out on the table, and have a textbook explanation, I might not be the reader for you, but maybe you should just stick it out. Try something new. Change is always good. It's the only thing that's constant, right? You had the High Priestess pop out, so we're going to go from there. Need to shuffle a little bit more, I feel like. And I try to get my messages out quick. I just spit them out quick. I always recommend, if you find a reader that truly resonates with you, maybe you should just keep a journal and listen to, the messages that they have to say, because this is for January, but it's not necessarily, it might not hit in January. It might be right now. It might be a few months from now, and you'll go back and read it and be like, oh, watch the video and just see how it resonates with you. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Okay, High Priestess, Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. And at the bottom, you have the Magician. You guys have a lot going on. And I want to say that this is general, but I feel like it's some kind of emotional situation, possibly, that I feel like you've created, that you've had a very huge intuition on. So I feel like some of you, and I want to talk towards Gemini women, have been dealing with a fire sign man, and he's looking straight at you. Might have been someone who took off on the fly, I feel like, because I just keep looking back at this horse, and we all know horses are fast, and I just read off my intuition now. So if you're looking for a textbook explanation, you're not going to find it here. Sometimes I do if it resonates, and sometimes I don't. But the way I see it, this guy is staring straight at a Ten of Cups and a woman in the middle. Some of you Gemini women might have, I feel like some of you just like dyed your hair blonde, or I don't know. It's a kind of like a reddish blonde. So some of you Geminis might have that kind of hair color. I don't know why I'm saying that. I just spit out of my third eye, I always say. I feel like this guy is either coming in fast for some of you Gemini women or men, whatever your sexual preference. He's coming in fast, and it might be while you have your head down. It might be while you're not expecting it. It might be while you're at work. But I feel like, because I just keep looking back at these cards down here, the Princess of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, this guy just has his cup out there waiting for it to offer to somebody, and this woman, this young girl receives it. It's almost like it's childlike, how you're so happy about it. So I feel like this might be a love situation, and it could be a job where you just get a promotion out of the blue, or a bonus, or something of that nature. But I feel like it has to do with something emotional. For some of you Gemini women or men, it could be someone from probably a recent past. Maybe they left your workplace and are coming back, but you're going to be sitting there just looking at it like, okay, is this for real? Is this happening right now? And it might be after a time where you have felt a lot of heartache and pain, and it might not have to do with that person, but maybe you were in another relationship or another job situation where you just felt like you were friggin' stuck. You were hurt by it. Because I say that because this Ten of Swords, I keep looking back at it. You felt like your hands were tied, nothing was going right, life sucks, blah, 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 just in a negative state of mind, which we all get there. It happens. It's part of our journey. Life is good, life is bad. I was going to go back to the Spiral deck, but for some reason my hand started reaching towards my Morgan Greer. So I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to clarify with the Morgan Greer right now. And This deck was also given to me by one of my very good pals, it was actually my first friend that I ever made. Her mom was, this was her mother's deck, who passed on probably about 16 years ago now. But my friend thought I should have it, so she gave this to me a couple years ago. It's the Morgan Greer, and I also keep it protected by an angel that was given to me by, just a little history really fast, because I don't have a lot of time, by an angel. And this was also hers. But my friend's father gave this to me because he thought I should have it. Both received at different times, but both by the same woman who owned it. So, and she's in the spirit world now, so it just makes it just makes it that much more special. I want to clarify on the Knight of Pentacles, because I feel like, and I just connected it right now, the Knight of Pentacles, and I look down at this Princess of Pentacles. This man, whether it's a boss or a lover or whoever, someone from just the recent past, or it might be new, is coming in to give you something. Now, he's not quite sure about it. He looks like Josh Groban to me. If some of you guys know Josh Groban, I freaking love that guy. One of the greatest voices of all times to me. Just gives me goosebumps every time I see him. But it's like a Josh Groban looking kind of guy. And it's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just spit from my intuition. That's how I feel. He's looking, now when I place him down, he's looking at that Ten of Cups. So he wants something emotional, or something emotionally fulfilling. And he's trying to offer it to this woman. It's not necessarily her. I feel like he was looking down on some of you, that the Ten of Cups. I feel like you might be that woman representing the Ten of Cups, kind of like a, almost like a wild child kind of woman. If some of you are like that, that's awesome. But I'm going to clarify on him and see what his message is. So just excuse me for a second. My messages and my readings are all over the place. It's not, I cannot contain myself in any kind of order. I've never been like that. I've never lived my life that way. And if it doesn't resonate with some of you guys, that's fine. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Death card. And then at the bottom, the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, man, it could be a fire sign. But I feel like he's very earthly and grounded. So he might have both fire and earth in his chart. Maybe a little bit of air sprinkled in there. But I feel like this guy is coming forth, and he's going to be strong in his convictions with you. Whether it might be a boss offering you a new promotion, a new job, and he's going to say, hey, and it's going to come fast. It's going to come very fast, and I say that because I have the Eight of Wands here, and then the Death card. And it's going to be after, and I associate the Death card with this Ten of Swords. It's going to come after, because we all know that death is an ending and a new beginning. That's what it means. Doesn't mean someone's going to die. That's very a naive way of, and I'm not insulting anybody. You have to look deeper a little bit, and I feel like some of you need to hear this message. You got to look deeper. Everyone sees the death cards and starts crapping their pants. It's not like that, okay? Not in this situation, at least. Sometimes it does mean that, but not for you, Gemini. This change and this offer is going to come in after a time where your hands were tied. You had the Ten of Swords. The tens are always endings, and then you start the new cycle. The same with the Death card. It's a whole new beginning. The sun's coming up for you, okay? So this offer, whether it's a job or love, might come after a time where you just felt like everything was going bad for you. Man, my hands are tied. Why isn't anything going right? But times and the tides are changing. I'm going to clarify on the High Priestess. See what this is about here. I'm going back to the spiral deck. And Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. And then at the bottom you have the Moon. There's quite a bit of confusion about this new beginning with you, whether it's to do with love or work or family or whatever. It's general. I feel like it's a little bit of both, and it's going to resonate with you, Geminis, how you see fit. I think it's both love and finance. I think with the High Priestess, I laid the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. You're definitely starting with the Wheel of Fortune, I just go back to that death card. A whole new cycle, a whole new beginning. What dies must be reborn. Okay, and I'm tempted to talk about the phoenix rising from the ashes. You might have just gone through a shitty time in your life. Excuse my language. I'm just spitting it out, okay? I don't try to contain myself, because if I do, then that's through my ego. It's not through my soul. Some of you might have just gone through a shitty time. Some of you might have just actually bought a brand new dog. I don't know why I'm getting that. I just feel like some of you just went out on a whim and just bought a new puppy just to make you happy after these crappy times. You had some really crappy times, but the wheel in the sky is turning for you now, and now you have a whole new foundation. And I feel like with a lot of you, this has to do with work. You're gonna take that offer, and if you don't, I think you're living your life out of fear. Now, this is not for everybody. The best advice that I could give you is take that new offer, whether it's that person coming in or that job coming in, that promotion. Maybe it's a totally new job working with animals, and it's a cut in pay, something of that nature that you just didn't really think that you should take by your mind, but in your heart you're like, God, this could really make me happy. This is what I've wanted to do for so long. This is who I've wanted to be with. He's always been in the back of my mind. Something of that nature, because you're going to set up a brand new foundation. Brand new foundation. I'm going to stop there. I will be back with my love readings for January. And like I said, this could resonate for now. I'm doing it at the end of December. I think today's the 21st. So it could resonate from now on to January, or maybe a little bit in the past, but keep everything that I said in mind. Yeah, I just keep looking back at the 10 of Cups card, and it's funny because I just keep looking at that woman's hair. I just feel like you guys, like, just kind of like a quarter life crisis or a midlife crisis, went out and changed your hair for some reason. That's popping up with me, and that's funny. If it resonates with you, leave a comment, because I think that's funny. But yeah, a new day's dawning. Take it with open arms. Take care. Happy holidays. Talk to you soon. Bye now.